We've got most of the saws lined up today, but not all. We're missing an 020, a 262, a big bore 266, and someone else's 661C that comes in here once in a while. But let's go through it. Starting off strong, we've got 572 XP running a 28-inch Husky bar with the oversized dogs. It's a really good saw. I think this is a 2020. Totally stock. This is the big timber saw used for dropping trees and bucking logs and such. Just eats pine all day long. Then we got kind of the main line ground saws and bucket saws. We got Mark II, and Mark 1 550 XPs. Running a 16-inch, a 20-inch, and an 18-inch. 16-inch is just a phenomenal bucket truck saw. Just it cuts so fast, even stock. Most of these saws are stock, and we're running the 325 chain. They just cut so well. The 20-inch is another good just wood saw for in the bucket, but also just cutting down medium-sized trees. And this Mark 1 with the 18, this is kind of the OG. It's got sorry about that. This is probably like 12 or 13 years old, tons and tons of hours on it. It's just a really good saw to throw on the Bobcat, throw on the chipper, and just have it there when you need it. It's definitely showing its age, and this is the last of 4 of these exact saws we had. It's the last one that's running. These seals go after about 11 or 12 years of use, unfortunately, and they're a bitch to rebuild. We've got another one up there kind of trying to get it running, and it's just not worth it most of the time. I'm getting into some different saws. We've got a 201T here, not TC, bone stock. I don't really like this saw as much. It doesn't really seem to rev as high as the 200. The only thing I like here is the toolless air filter access. That's kind of nice. That's really nice. But other than that, not my favorite saw. I much prefer this 200 over here, which we just did a ton of work to. It's still original motor, but it's got a new tank on, as you can see, kind of a limited run gas cap. It's got a new light bar, which I don't really like these light bars. They're not actually any lighter than our old Rollomatic bars in there. But, you know, and it also doesn't have a replaceable tip, but, you know, it's still a nice looking fresh bar. Yeah, we put new plug on it, all new parts, and we actually put a skid plate on it to protect this new tank because he dropped it, my boss dropped it, and the tank cracked. And of course, as you can see, JB Weld holding the oil tank together for years now. Then we got a couple homeowner saws here that we're just working on. It's like a 271 and I think a 435, 440 Rancher. Yeah, not exciting saws at all. Then we got kind of a cooler, older homeowner saw. I think it's a homeowner saw, but it might not be. It's Husqvarna 65. We picked this up for a song. This one's actually for sale right now, without the bar. But yeah, this thing's got some crazy dogs on it. It's got no anti-vibe whatsoever. It's a serious saw to use. It's pretty slow. It's slower than the 550s. It shows its age for sure. The exhaust bolts are loose. You can see it's a fun little saw to kind of play around with. We got another 200 over there, a really old one. This was probably like one of the first years of the 200. You can see it's even got some 020 parts on it. And we're going back to like 2003 there, and that's still a saw that gets used a lot. We've got Collins lightning saw. This is a bone stock 550. My buddy actually picked it up for free, or like $50 or something. I think he got it for free. It was brand new, but the spark plug came unthreaded and blew the threads out. So he had the plug threads redone for $50, and you know, he's got basically a brand new 550 Mark II with an 18 on. Great little firewood saw. Here's something you don't see every day. This is an MSE 250C corded electric saw. This is basically the most powerful corded saw on the market. This one's running an 18-inch 3/8 050 chain, still light bar. It's pretty cool. It's totally different. It's not my favorite saw. I have a video up on it, but it is a really good saw for doing firewood because it's silent. You don't even need air pro. It's a really clutch saw in certain circumstances. Then we got kind of the King Dick saw. This is a 2100 here. And let me get up here and actually have a look. This is a 2100. We're on a 24-inch bar. It's on the 3/8 pitch, not the 404. What's really cool about these, you can just take a look at the size of the exhaust. No chain brake on this one. This is a 78 model year. I don't think they got the chain brake until like 80. So this has an automatic oiler, but also in addition to that, it has a manual oiler right there. It's pretty cool, and it's got kind of a high idle switch sort of thing right there. Choke. It's got no air injection. This was one of the last saws before they came out with air injection, which the 266 we have with a 272 kit actually does have air injection, so that's pretty sweet. This is my primary firewood saw. This is a ported and piped 390, running a 20-inch bar, Samura light bar, obviously 3/8 058. And I just did a dual port myself on it. It's not pretty, but you can see it's loud and it cuts super fast, cuts faster than anything here. Just by the way, so this 2100 is a torque monster. It revs so low before the clutch stalls out, and it makes so much power at any RPM. And I was like, this would be cool if we could get the chain going faster, because it's super, super torquey right now, so it's got plenty of power left to turn this chain faster. Let's put an 8-pin sprocket on it. And for those who are wondering, most saws come with a 7-pin sprocket, and it's pretty common to gear up to an 8-pin sprocket to get the chain speed higher. This saw, when I bought it, I guess it already had an 8-pin sprocket on it. And what's so crazy about that, A, is that it's still so torquey, but B, is that it turns this 36-inch bar here, full house chain, on an 8-pin sprocket, like it's nothing. This saw is crazy, crazy powerful. So much torque. If you geared it down to a 7-pin, you could probably spin fucking a 70-inch bar or something ridiculous like that for like milling and just redwoods. This is a serious chainsaw, and the anti-vibe is really, really good on it. It starts phenomenal. It runs great. It idles like a CR500. Super cool saw. But this saw, I have probably cut 150 cord of wood just with this one chainsaw. It's a fucking animal. And I have only owned it for a little under 2 years. Finally, we get to this kind of special saw. This is a McCulloch 172. This is like a 62 or 63 model year. It actually has surprisingly good anti-vibe. I kid you not. But there's no safeties on this. No chain brake, no grip safety. It's also got no automatic oiler, so you have to pump the manual oiler, which is that little pedal right there, or else your chain will bind up on your bar, because the bars on these McCullochs do not have sprockets, so you need plenty of oil going. But yeah, it's got a full wrap handlebar on it, and the whole thing is kind of like floating. It's kind of cool. And another cool thing is, so you have your spark arrestor, And you can just literally turn it out of the way. Obviously, you're supposed to have a screwdriver. You get the idea. You can either enable or disable the spark arrestor on it. You've also got the pull start on the far side of the saw, and you've actually got a little roller here for the pull start. It's a really nice saw. It's super heavy, 87 cc's from the 60s. It's not super fast. It is on a 404 chain with a 32-inch bar. It's pretty cool. It's got some gnarly dogs on it. But yeah, it's sort of just more of a novelty item than anything, and it's probably going to get sold kind of soon, along with the 65. So this is kind of the current collection of saws here. It's kind of cool. Let me know what you guys think.